headed to Disney, and you know what that means. I have got to be really careful with how I do my makeup and make sure that it's heat proof. Have you ever had to heat proof your makeup? This is the ultimate test because I think it's over 90 degrees in Orlando and it's going to be so hot. So I have 5 tips that will help you heat proof your makeup. My first tip is hydration. Now I use 2 different moisturizers. I love this one. This is the Celletoi. It's the Cashmere Firming Cream, I believe it's called. And then this one I just got. Clinique very nicely sent this to me to give it a try. And I have used it here at home in Florida. And now that we're going to Orlando, which is north, I'm going to give it a try on the ground because I'm really curious to see how well this keeps my skin hydrated and moisture. It's called the, what's it called? The Moisture Surge. It's a 100H auto replenishing hydrator. So this it supposedly is gonna last like all day, 24 hours of moisture for your skin. And I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna do it with you so we can see what it's like from a day on the ground in Orlando. So let's just put this on. I've just washed my face, and so I'm just gonna add some of this. It's a very thin, light texture. I don't know if you can see that, and it feels good. There's no real scent to it. I have, like I said, been using it. It's kind of like a whipped, very soft, very moisturizing moisturizer. I don't know what else to call it. Anyway, I should know more about it, but I've had it for a few months, and I've been using it on and off, and I thought today would be a great time to give it a try. So this is what it's like, and it's just really, it's thin. It doesn't have any scent, so if you are sensitive to scents, this is a good product. It does feel so nice on your skin. And you know what, let me just make sure I got enough on, and I'm always so bad at how I apply my moisturizer, and I had one person call me out who was an esthetician and said, you don't put on your products properly. So I try, but I am not an esthetician. I'm just a plain old woman who loves to do makeup. So that is the Clinique Moisture Surge. So I really recommend hydration, and not only hydration for the top of your skin, but also in drinking it. And I use these Hydrate Sticks. These are isogenics. Full disclosure, I do sell this product, but I do love how it tastes and what it in it and how it makes me feel. It's electrolytes, there's no sugar in them. And I really like this one because this is the hyaluronic acid one. So that is also hydrating from it within, and it's helping your skin cells and all that. So I love this one. And I put that in my water bottle with, fill it with water and ice, shake it in. And I like it with more water because it has a little salt in it to help with the electrolytes getting into your system, and you need that salt. It has Himalayan salt. So this is the watermelon flavor. I put this in here, and then I carry them around in my park bags. Here it is. It's got everything in it. I mean, I've even got my rain jacket because we know it rains in Florida. And in here, I keep extra hydrates so that I can have them on the go, plus wipes and all the things. So that's a whole nother video, but I just want you to know carrying it on the go is really, really important because sometimes the water in Florida can be kind of swampy. So not only are you gonna get electrolytes to hydrate from within, and also because you're sweating and you're hot and all those things, and you really need that hydration in the heat, but also it makes the water taste better. So that's tip number 1 is hydration. So we've let that sink into our skin. And the next thing that's so important, heat proof your makeup, is you need a really good sunscreen. Now you want a sunscreen that doesn't have any silicone in it so that your makeup's gonna fall off your face. Now, I really like the Unseen sunscreen from Goop. This is 40 SPF, and it does have something in it that has a cone at the end of it. It has avon-benzone in it, but for some reason, for me, this does not make my makeup slip off my skin. So silicones can be a tough thing with cream foundation, so I just like to put in, I like a pretty good amount. And so this is tip number 2 is SPF, and you want to make sure you get it everywhere, especially if you're not wearing a hat, on your forehead, in your sort of hairline, and places like that, and make sure that make sure you put a little bit on your eyelids as well, and be careful. You don't want to get it in your eyes. And I like to get it on my ears as well. just to be safe. Now, I don't wear a hat and my hands, so I will reapply sunscreen in the park on my hands, and I don't normally do my face. I meant to buy, which I don't have, there's another product that you can spray sunscreen or use, it's a spray sunscreen that you can put over your makeup, and I haven't been able to find it. I think it's Garnier, and so that would be another item that I will link below. I'll find the Garnier, but I was trying to get it for this trip, and this is a totally last minute trip, and I didn't get it in time. So SPF is the second tip for heat proofing your makeup, and really, really important for your skincare as well. And now the next one is number three is doing a light application. And while I want to set my makeup, this is going to be another one of our tips down the road. I was thinking of doing this this is a setting spray. This is called the All Nighter, and this has hyaluronic acid as well. So this is going to help with keeping your skin hydrated, and it's waterproof. So I was thinking today, because I'm going to put on a light application, I would do this at the end. So I'm sort of jumping ahead and then I'm jumping back, because I could put this on first and then put on my makeup, but I really want to see how this works at the end. So although this is tip number 5, I'm just putting this in here as a little caveat that, you know, you could do your setting spray first, depending on how you like to do your makeup and how you like to set. I may try this tomorrow before I do my makeup, and then we can test out which way we like. I want to do a really, really light application of the makeup. And so that's tip number 3. Don't wear a lot of makeup. Try to let your skin breathe. And if you go back to, and I'll link it here, my 5 tips for mature makeup, one of my tips is how to do a light application so that it won't accent your fine lines, texture in your skin, and all that. So I have packed up my brushes, so I'm all ready to go. So let's grab a thin brush, and I'm going to just use the blend brush because it will create a very light application. And this is the blend brush. It is a little dirty. I usually wash my brushes on Sunday, and so that needs to happen today, but we're headed out the door. So this is the blend brush, and I'd like to use this and just lightly tap into my product and do the minimal amount. And sometimes I use my fingers, sometimes I use a brush. Today, I'm just gonna tap into the brightest shade and put it here like this, and just even out my skin tone really, really lightly. And I'm gonna do around my eyes because I have I'm gonna do the 2 little colors like this, and do a nice light application. So right now I am going to speed up the video so you can see me do my light application, and I'll be back after I put it on and we'll get to tip number 4. So that is a really quick application and a light application. I used this brush to put on a little bit of bronzer because I know I'm going to be outside, so I wanted a little bit of a fresh glow, even though I don't like to sit in the sun and I don't tan normally, so I like to wear the SPF, and then I just wanted a little warm up my face, and that's what I did there. So it's just a really light application, as you can tell, not a lot of makeup. And again, everything is right here in my palette. And I need a little lip gloss to make me feel better. Hold on. I'm just gonna put that on. Okay, so the other thing I like to do, and I just wanted to jump in here and talk, is I'd like to do a little bit of Illuminator on my eyelids to pop them, and because it's hot, I don't want to do a dry powder on my lids. I just want to do a little color, but because it's cream, it's going to blend well and it's going to soak into my skin. It's going to be moist, it's going to be glowing, and it's not going to be dry and cakey, which is what I want to avoid. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my contour, same thing, and do like a little eyeshadow like that. Again, I just want to enhance my features, look a little awake, a little better, and then make it just like me, but better. So really light application, so you can sort of see that. Okay, and the next thing we want to do is, for that, is because we need to finish it up, is do a little bit of brow wax on my eyebrows, and this will help set it. I've already activated my brow wax with a little setting spray earlier, and so it should be fine. And this is just gonna blend them in and make them stay where they need to stay. So that looks so much better. Okay, so that is my really light application. And the next thing we want to do is we want to do tip number 4. Now, tip number 4 is waterproof. Waterproof mascara. This is key. I don't usually use waterproof mascara. I do like this L'Oreal Voluminous. Oop, where's the name? It's right here. And can you see that? Yeah, there it is. I like this product because it's easy to use. You can get it at the drugstore, and I've always used L'Oreal's Voluminous. So this is the waterproof one, and I am going to do a quick mascara. So waterproof is really important. So that's tip number 4. And that gets into tip number 5, which is, oh, the dog wants to come in. He is not happy because he knows we're going somewhere and he saw some suitcases. So he wants to come in. I hear him outside. I always feel so bad. Okay, so I'm just going to throw on my waterproof mascara. So this is tip number 4. And the only issue for me with waterproof mascara is making sure I get it off at after when I'm washing my face. I want to make sure, oh, this one might be a little old, but that's okay. So you want to do that, put on your mascara, and you know, you're going to be sweating normally, so it's good to have a waterproof. And then just make sure when you're washing your face, you know what, this is not doing as what I want it to. Pretty good. It's not perfect. I think this is an older one. I should have pulled out a new one out of my drawer, but this is what I had on hand. So I will replace this before I pack up. And that is tip number 4. So the last tip is, which I talked about earlier, is using this all-nighter hyaluronic acid. It has watermelon extract in it, so it smells really, really nice, and it's waterproof. I have used this before and really liked it. Now it's wet, so when you open it up, this is also such a good thing. It has 2 covers, so you're not going to explode it. And I love the fact that it comes in a smaller one, which I have not bought, that is refillable. So you can get a little trial one. I'll link all this below. So you just want to make sure you shake it, and it's wet. So be prepared. And then you want to hold it away from your face. Here, I'll sit back a little bit and kind of do like a zigzag. Oh, I may sneeze. Excuse me. Hold on. Well, you can just kind of do like this. Oh, it feels so good, and it smells so great. So this was also gifted to me. So I just, in total transparency, so these 2 products were gifted to me, and you know what? I really like them and I really use them. So I'm so happy they did. And like I said, I am going to go and buy the smaller travel one of this so that I can use it on the go, because now I have to pack with this. Luckily, I'm not getting on a plane. I'm getting in the car, so I can just pop this in my bag, my travel bag, and off we go. So just checking. I don't know who's texting me. So yeah, so now it's just going to dry on my face. And as you can see, it's just a little glow, not a lot, and it dries really fast. So that's it. So those are my 5 tips I have for you. I have, make sure to hydrate, make sure you're on the skin and inside your body getting enough liquids. And then number 2 is have a good SPF with no silicone in it, because you don't want your your makeup to fall off your face or drip off your face because you have silicone in your SPF. So that is tip number 2. And then make sure you use a really light application with whatever makeup you're using. I really love this cream foundation because I can go in really, really lightly and it does not accentuate the texture or wrinkles that I have. And I have them. And then waterproof. That's the fourth tip, is waterproof, and make sure you have a good waterproof mascara. You may want also a waterproof primer, which I really love this setting spray, and this could be a primer or a setting spray, but I love this. So that's 4. And then 5 is use a really good setting spray. And I highly recommend this one because I've had no problems with it. So other than that, I got to get packed up and out the door. So the next time you see me, I will be in Orlando at Disney World. I think we're gonna go to Disney Springs, so I'll show you what it's like, and at the end of the day, how my makeup has fared. So I just wanna quickly show you, I'm gonna pack up all my, I'm gonna go grab another one, but just for now, I'm gonna show you. I put all my brushes in this great little thing. It does fit the palette, right? So the palette can fit in here like this and you can wrap it up. But because it's so hot out, I just want to give you this little tip. Be sure to follow my traveling with makeup video. I'll link that as well. I usually put this in a little tote like this because I want to carry, I've got my SPF in here, and I put my brushes in here, and then I can also put in, I always carry a little towel. I'll put my setting spray in here, my eyelash curler, and so I can have this in the car and on the go. And then what I wanted to show you, in my park bag, in my travel, I put my palette in a Ziploc bag because you have to be really careful with the creams. So put your palette in a Ziploc like this, right? Make sure there's no air, everything, zip it in. And then I have a food storage bag that I just got from Target, and I have these cold packs. So I put the cold packs in here, I put the makeup in here, zip it up, and then I lay it proper side up, you know, so the makeup is properly the right side up. And I put this in the car, or if I have a bigger cooler with my husband, if we have drinks or something, I'll just lay this inside the cooler. But if I don't have a bigger cooler, I'll put this in the car in the shade so that my makeup doesn't melt. So this is a big tip, and then that goes. So yeah, I gotta go. So the next time you see me, we will be at Disney. So this is your 5 tips to heat proof your makeup for really hot temperatures, or just in general, just, you know, and also for Disney. So thank you so much for watching up to this point. The next time you see me, we will be in Disney, and I'll show you the results and what I look like at the end of the day of being outside in the heat, enjoying the magic of Disney. I'm back. We just had the best day. We walked all over Disney Springs. We came to Art of Animation, as you can tell. There is Ariel in the background. And we went swimming, and I got splashed on, and it's been really, really hot. So you can see how my makeup has lasted through the day. I've been wearing glasses, so there are sort of smudges on my cheeks. I think it's a pretty good deal. With the setting spray really helped, and my makeup's still intact. I mean, yes, I am a little bit hot, but I'm really happy with the results. Those were my 5 tips to keep your makeup intact in the heat and humidity. And thank you so much for watching. And if you stayed all the way through, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. That helps other people find my channel, and you'll get notified when I put up new videos. So thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.